Thank you so much, all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the Orange City of India and thank you for your participation. We are very happy to receive this galaxy of intellectuals, honorable guests, respected teachers, parents, and beloved student scientists here in Nagpur. I request General Secretary, Membership Affairs, ISCA, Dr. S. Ramakrishna sir, to deliver the welcome address.
Very good morning to all of you and welcome to the inauguration of the Children's Science Congress. Honorable President of this inaugural session, Dr. Vijayalakshmi Saxena ji, President of Indian Science Congress Association, the Chief Guest Satish Wate, former Director CSIR, NEERI, Dr. Subhas R. Chowdhury, Vice Chancellor, RTM University, Dr. Sujit Banerjee, Dr. Manoranjan Mohanty, Head NCSTC, Government of India, esteemed resource persons, members of the ISCA, scientists, invited speakers, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the media and my dear young students, I am delighted as General Secretary Membership Affairs of the Indian Science Congress Association. I stand before you to welcome of the delegates on the dais and off the dais. On behalf of the 108 Indian Science Congress, a hearty welcome to the Chief Guest, Dr. Satish Wate, former Director, CSIR, NEERI, for accepting our invitation to inaugurate and release a souvenir in this function. I deem it pleasure to welcome Honorable Vice Chancellor, RTM University Nagpur, Dr. Subhas R. Chowdhury, who is Chairman of the Organizing Committee. So I welcome you, sir. When we are requested Dr. Manoranjan Mohanty, Head NCSTC, Government of India, to address this occasion and wholeheartedly accepted our invitation. I wholeheartedly welcome for this Children's Science Congress function, sir. I welcome you once again, sir. And when we are requested Dr. Sujit Banerjee, he wholeheartedly accepted to grace the occasion. I am honored to welcome our President, Dr. Vijayalakshmi Saxena ji, the President, to preside the function of this Children's Science Congress Association. I welcome you, Madam. I also take this opportunity to welcome Nishikant Raut, the convener of this event. So, I welcome all the participants and budding students to this event. I also take this opportunity to welcome delegates, scientists, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the press and media. Thank you, one and all.
I request Honorable Vice Chancellor of Rashtrasanta Tukdoji Maharaj, Nagpur University, Nagpur, Dr. Subhas Chowdhury sir, to give introductory remark on Rashtriya Kishore Vaigyanik Sammelan.
Dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Satish Wate, Chief Guest of today's function, who was the former Director CSIR NEERI, then the General President of Indian Science Congress, Vijayalakshmi Saxena ji, uh, S. Ramakrishnan, General Secretary, then Dr. Anup Kumar Jain, uh, Dr. Mohanty, Nishikant Raut, uh, and the dignitaries of the dais, dear students. Today we are here for the inaugural function of Children's Science Congress. And in this 108th Indian Science Congress, this Children's Science Congress is also the part, and it is really important for every student to have the insight or to get some idea to be clicked in the mind of the children, how to apply and how to develop the technology. Generally what happens in education, because as we are from the teaching field, and that's why we were in contact with the students from so many years. If we ask the student what you have studied, then he knows the answer of the questions. अगर किसी को पूछा जाए बच्चों को क्या पढ़ा, कितना पढ़ा, ये बता देगा वो, मैं 10th पढ़ा, 12th पढ़ा, BA पढ़ा, BCom पढ़ा, BSc पढ़ा, लेकिन क्या पढ़ा ये अगर पूछा जाए तो उसका जवाब थोड़ा सा कठिन जाता है. So here to study means what exactly to do. That is the main part which every student should understand. हमने जो पढ़ा वो है क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स, लेकिन जो पढ़ा उसको कैसे अप्लाई करना, यही रियल एजुकेशन है. शायद हम यही मिसिंग करते हैं, क्योंकि एग्ज़ाम में क्वेश्चंस के आंसर देना यही हमारा और मार्क्स लेना, ये अगर एजुकेशन हम रखते हैं तो शायद आज जो सिचुएशन हमारी है, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, देन नॉन प्लेसेबल क्वालिटी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स, ये सब जो सिचुएशन आई है ये बिकॉज ऑफ द सेम रीज़न. इसीलिए जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं, हमें ज़रूरी नहीं हमने 100% पढ़ लिया तो हम बहुत बड़े पंडित हो जाएंगे, लेकिन जितना पढ़ा, छोटा क्यों नहीं हो, बड़ा क्यों नहीं हो, जो पढ़ा उसको कैसे अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, ये जब तक हम सीखेंगे नहीं तब तक हम एजुकेट हो गए हैं ऐसा हम समझना नहीं चाहिए. बट देयर शुड बी सम प्लेटफॉर्म टू अंडरस्टैंड सच टाइप ऑफ कंसेप्ट. और ये स्कूल लाइफ से ही ये रिसर्च कल्चर आना चाहिए कि व्हाई दिस सो. एवरी स्टूडेंट्स मस्ट आस्क हिमसेल्फ कि व्हाई दिस इज. जब तक ये व्हाई कल्चर नहीं आता है, ऐसा क्यों हुआ, तब तक ये रिसर्च का कंसेप्ट, रिसर्च का जो आइडिया है, ये बच्चों के मन में नहीं आएगा. और इसी को प्रमोट करने के लिए चिल्ड्रन साइंस कांग्रेस जैसी कुछ एक्टिविटी होती है, कहीं टैलेंट हंट होता है, कहीं मॉडल एग्जीबिशन होता है, कुछ ऐसे प्रोडक्ट बनाने के लिए बोलते हैं जो उनके दिमाग में आइडिया होती है. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम ऐसा होता है कि जो हम सोचते हैं बड़े, शायद उससे भी हटके बच्चे के दिमाग में कुछ अलग आइडिया आ जाती है. सिर्फ सवाल ये आता है वो आइडिया को हमको प्रोडक्ट में कैसे कन्वर्ट करना, और वहाँ साइंस की ज़रूरत पड़ती है. इन दैट केस साइंस विल हेल्प टू डेवलप द टेक्नोलॉजी एंड टू प्रमोट सच टाइप ऑफ कल्चर, such type of activity. Children's Science Congress is being organized, and the Department of Science and Technology of Government of India has taken such initiation under the banner of Indian Science Congress, because this Indian Science Congress is being supported by the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. And I really feel proud that the government is taking care about such type of activity, and we are fortunate enough to host this 108th Indian Science Congress, and I am thankful to DST as well as Indian Science Congress Association for giving us an opportunity to host and organize this complete event. And I hope today's Children Congress, during this Children Congress, when student will visit the stalls and will see the models, then they would get inspired through such type of activity, and they may start their thinking process in that direction. And I hope this would be most helpful in future, and we welcome all these participants and dignitaries and visitors for this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Let's moving toward the revealing of abstract book of our children scientists. I request all the dignitaries to reveal the book. Thank you all. Now I request chief guest for today's function, former director CSIR NIRI, Dr. Satish Watesar, to motivate the young budding scientists with words of wisdom.
सभागृह में उपस्थित मेरे सभी विद्यार्थी, वैज्ञानिक, आज के डेट में चिल्ड्रन साइंस कहेंगे, बट 25 साल के बाद जो भारत की नींव रखेंगे विज्ञान और प्रौद्योगिकी में, ऐसे मेरे सभी विद्यार्थी मित्रों, मंच पर आसीन President of Indian Science Congress, Dr. Saxena, host of this 108th Indian Science Congress, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Nagpur University, Dr. Subhash Chaudhary, Dr. Mohanty, Dr. Nishikant Raut, Dr. Ramakrishnan, all dignitaries sitting in the audience. This is a great pleasure for me to be with the children, to be part of this inauguration of an excellent exhibition that you are going to see, may be participating or may also have participated. I'm also glad to say that I'm president of Vigyan Bharati Vidarbha Prant, which has been pursuing children to perform science in the day-to-day life, as well continue to inculcate interest in them for science, for betterment of society through education and science practice. This particular exhibition which will be opened by Honorable President of Indian Science Congress will exhibit to you what children can do. You will also see, as a part of activity that we had initiated earlier, there are 25 models which are selected, and I'm thankful to Honorable Vice Chancellor for permitting to exhibit those models which were selected by Vigyan Bharati in this mega event, where they get a national platform And I congratulate those 25 who have become a part of this national event. I'm also glad to see that there will be an exhibition of an art gallery in the name of Vishweshwaraya. My dear students, you may not have heard many names in the life, but there is an opportunity for you to look at the exhibits, look at the photos of our great scientists the India has produced since the days of Praful Chandra Ray, Meghnad Saha, then C.V. Raman, and many more. Those who have contributed immensely to the science growth of this country in the days when we were not permitted to exhibit our knowledge and our science because we were controlled by somebody else. They were fighters. They were called as science freedom fighters. Today, what you can see and what is happening today is an opportunity given to you by the nation to perform an act for the betterment of society in the interest of nation in all the fields that are available to you. When you will see the photographs, the history behind the struggle that they have gone through, when you look at what Vishweshwaraya has done as Bharat Ratna he could get, that was not only a man who constructed dam, but he was much more than that. You will realize that what has been brought into this by Vigyan Bharati and Nagpur University and the Indian Science Congress. Dear friends, yesterday, Honorable Prime Minister addressed, and some of you are part of that. He has said that after 25 years, where the India will be. And he sees India as number one. He has already said that we are already number 3 in PhD, number 3 in startups. Many of you have already, and I know 2 young children from Nagpur who have already started their startup in IT. The science has opened a platform for you. Science is something which is day-to-day need of the man. Science is something which is needed for everything. Honorable Vice Chancellor said that just learning is not the education. The National Education Policy looks at you learn, you perform, you exhibit, you demonstrate, you scale it up, and then show it to the people that this is what I learned and this is what I have exhibited in the interest of the nation. The field is open. It could be agriculture, it could be defense, it could be IT, it could be mining, it could be industry sector, it could be any sector that you wish to check. You can choose anything out of it. And I'm sure when you do that, you will start generating interest within yourself that how this works. In the schools, you will not have time or you will not be given time to know the equipment, how the experiment is performed. You will be shown the experiment, you will be shown the, and then you will be told that you write this in the exam. That gone are the days. Adult tinkering labs have come where the student learn the practical and then learn the theory and then make it completely known that he knows what it is done and what he has done. Children, this is a very important part of your life. Imagine what you will be after 25 years. Some of you will be sitting like what VC is today, what Indian Science Congress President is today. Some of you will be secretary, some of you will be a top scientist. Maybe some of you will reach to a level where Professor Abdul Kalam reached. They all grew like that. Dream the way that you wanted to dream and perform and fulfill the dream. Country today provides you all these resources, everything that you want to generate as an interest that you can have into a product. It was said by Kendriya Mantri yesterday that knowledge is wealth. Just knowledge is not good. It has to be converted into a wealth, a product, and then only it goes. Today what you get in Google is information. You will learn through Google only information, convert that into knowledge through your teachers. They are the one who tell you that what is the knowledge. You will now start converting your knowledge into equity, into a product, into an asset, that the country can look at you as that this product is indigenously developed. Can you think of that after 25 years, all of you will be contributing to Atmanirbhar Bharat, as what the Prime Minister has said. All technologies in the country, including defense, including agriculture, industry, any sector that you take, you will be seeing that it is developed by my Indian child as a prodigy, and now he is a grown Indian person, and one of you could be that, and we'll proudly say that this is all Indian and indigenously developed technologies. Last 5 years, 6 years, we have seen, we are into space on our own. We are not depending on anybody now. We are in agricultural sector trying to be completely independent on our own technologies developed by ourselves. In the pharma sector, that's what we have done. The entire world looks at us now as a big brother and as a supporter and savior of the human race in the world, as we are the one who started developing these vaccines indigenously, and it was the scientific fraternity. All professors who have contributed to that must be saluted, and they must be respected forever because they have served the mankind. Children, what I would like to tell, the entire theme is sustainable development. Women power, children power, everything has been added to that. While it is looking at women Sashakti-karan, we are looking at child to be handheld and taken to a higher level. If I say so, maybe I'm telling it because I have the age. But आज के डेट में बच्चा बाप को सिखाता है कंप्यूटर कैसे चलाना है, बच्चा प्रत्याशियों को बताता है इस ऐप में क्या क्या है, बच्चा मदर को और फादर को बताता है कनेक्टिविटी कैसे आती है, उनको इंटरनेट फेलियर समझता है, IoT समझता है, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस समझता है. They know everything today. I was discussing with Lalitji that these people are armed with all knowledge that they want at this age where they will be when they grow. हम उस मकाम को देख रहे हैं 25 साल के बाद. आप में से 10,000 लोगों ने यहाँ रजिस्ट्रेशन किया है. मुझे वीसी साहब ने बताया इस 10,000 के 10,000 लोग 25 साल के बाद जब चलेंगे तो वो यंग ब्रिगेड साइंस आर्मी कहलाएगी और वो कहेगा ये देश मेरा है, ये भारत मेरा है और ये सब भारत की टेक्नोलॉजी हमने जनरेट की है. क्या आप इसको आगे चलाएंगे? आपको ये करना है या आपके ऊपर हम दायित्व डाल रहे हैं? मुझे लगता है ये आप करेंगे और हम इसी उम्मीद से है कि 25 साल के बाद हम रहे ना रहे, बट जो भी रहेगा वो बोलेगा कि इस साइंस कांग्रेस में जो बच्चों ने पार्टिसिपेट किया वो सब मॉडल का स्केल अप करके उस मॉडल को डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन मोड में ला लिया है. टेक्नोलॉजी की एक बात कही जाती है, जब भी टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलप की जाती है तो उसको 5 पिलर पे आंका जाता है. 5 पिलर्स. व्हाट इज दैट? इट शुड बी सस्टेनेबल, शाश्वत होनी चाहिए. इट शुड बी स्केलेबल. छोटे से प्रमाण में करके कोई फायदा नहीं, बड़े पैमाने पे ले जाओ, ऐसे पैमाने पे ले जाओ कि वो स्केल हमारे लिए एक बड़ी स्केल बन सके. इसको स्केलिंग कहते हैं. इट शुड बी रेप्लिकेबल. एक बन गई अभी नहीं बन सकती, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. इसे रेप्लिका करके कस्टमाइज करके यूज करना चाहिए. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज रेप्लिकेबल. इट शुड बी इकोनॉमिकली वायबल. सबसे बड़ी चीज कल प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा कि अफोर्डेबिलिटी, इकोनॉमिक वायबिलिटी. केंद्रीय मंत्री जी ने कहा इकोनॉमिक वायबिलिटी की बात करें तो कोई भी चीज ऐसी करे जो हमारा देश इसको अफोर्ड कर सके, मेरे रिसोर्सेस से निकाल सके, यहाँ के रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेस से निकाल सके, यहाँ के वेस्ट से निकाल सके. कल प्रधानमंत्री जी ने वेस्ट की बात की. वेस्ट इज ए वेल्थ, वेस्ट इज ए रिसोर्स. आप हर चीज को रिसोर्स मानिए, हर चीज से कुछ ना कुछ बनाइए और आप देखोगे कि आप इसमें एक समाधान पाओगे कि मैंने ये मटेरियल को खराब नहीं होने दिया. और 5वीं है सोसाइटल एक्सेप्टेंस. इकोनॉमी सोसाइटी की तरफ से होनी चाहिए, सोसाइटी को एक्सेप्टेबल होनी चाहिए. सस्टेनेबिलिटी के 3 मेजर पिलर है, इकोनॉमी, एनवायरमेंट और सोसाइटी. एनवायरमेंट का आपको ख्याल रखना ही है. निसर्गो रक्षिति रक्षतः. आप जब निसर्ग का रक्षण करोगे तो निसर्ग आपको नर्चर करते जाएगा, लेते जाएगा आपको साथ, और निसर्ग से ही सब लेना है, बाकी कुछ तो जो आती ही नहीं है. सोलर एनर्जी हमारी शाश्वत है, निसर्ग हमारा शाश्वत है, उसके साथ ही हमने रहना चाहिए. और सबसे बड़ी चीज आपको जो करनी है, चौथा पिलर गवर्नेंस होता है. आज का गवर्नेंस पूरा IT बेस्ड है, पूरा साइंस बेस्ड है. मुझे एक भी चीज बताओ कि जिसमें साइंस इन्वॉल्व नहीं है. और यदि ये होता है, आप कोई भी आपका कोई भी प्रोफेशन ले लीजिए, हर प्रोफेशन में आपको साइंस की जरूरत पड़ेगी, इंजीनियरिंग की जरूरत पड़ेगी. स्टे विद साइंस एंड इंजीनियरिंग. कहो जय विज्ञान और जय भारत. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you, sir, for motivating young minds. Now I request Head of National Council for Science and Technology Communication, New Delhi, Dr. Manoranjan Mohanty, sir, to guide us on this occasion.
Good morning, all of you. Honorable President, Indian Science Congress Association, Madam Saxena, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. S.R. Chaudhary, Honorable guest, Dr. Sachin Wate, and Membership Affairs Secretary, General Secretary, Dr. Ramakrishnan, my colleague from DST, Dr. Sujit Banerjee, Dr. Anup Kumar Jain, and the convener of the program, Dr. Nishikant Raut. At first, I would like to thank the organizer for giving me this opportunity for this Children's Science Congress inaugural program. As you may be aware that Indian Science Congress has been conducting this Children's Science Congress as one of the integral part of this activity for the last several years. And in addition to that, Department of Science and Technology has also Indian Children's Science Congress separately. Every year we conduct that as a part of National Council of Science and Technology Division's activity. In Department of Science and Technology, we have a division called National Council for Science and Technology Communication, where we do all the communication related science communication and temper development of scientific temper among school children. This is one of the important component of that, and we have been doing that for the last 3 decades. It is also one of the important activity. And secondly, the children are enthusiastically activate in this, participate in this activity. In addition to that, we have another program called Inspire, where we also give a good opportunity for children for doing science projects and developing their scientific temperament, scientific activity through these small projects. And in this Science Congress, as you may know, yesterday our Honorable Prime Minister told that we should do something that's from lab to land, because children are very small, inquisitive mind, and they can develop some small experiments, small things in the lab. But how to give to the land? Because they are very small, they don't know anything, and they have to be taken care of that. Therefore, I may request our Indian Science Congress council members or in ISCA local chapters to help the student. How we can help them to associate with them with our national laboratory, either CSR laboratory or the laboratory of Department of Science and Technology. We have various 26 autonomous institutions where we have good laboratory facilities. Children should know that how to bring them to those laboratory and how to help them. Yesterday, Honorable Prime Minister told also that nurture the youth. How we will develop our youth, how to nurture them. That is one of the important aspects before us. As we are all senior scientists accumulated here to celebrate Indian Science Congress, we should think in that direction. Because unless until we give an opportunity to our young children or young students, it may not be fruitful for us to have to develop something in 2047. We call it these periods are Amrit Kal, because we have to train our manpower during this Amrit Kal. So this is an opportunity for us to think about that and help that. I would also like to mention here that we have a National Innovation Foundation. It is at Ahmedabad. It is one of the autonomous institutes under Department of Science and Technology. They are promoting grassroots innovation, because we have more than about 3 lakh grassroots innovations are already there. So how to promote those innovations, how to market them, how to bring patents on those things, this is an important aspect. So children who are doing good work, they should file patent and get their innovation, and children innovation programs are there also. Grassroots innovation patents are also there. If possible, DST or National Innovation Foundation through DST can ask National Innovation Foundation to help them. And we have been doing, and many grassroots innovations are there, and children can be a participant in that direction. And in NIF also, there are many children who are doing this type of activity. And second thing I can say that we have various program competitions and other things, and Honorable Prime Minister told yesterday we should conduct some hackathon, children hackathon or something, so that some good output of these hackathons can be taken care of by our R&D labs or laboratories, and they can help, these laboratories can help. Secondly, I would like to mention that we have many autonomous institutions who are doing also outreach activity, children outreach activity through the colleges, schools, and other departments. And they are also nowadays, all the scientific laboratories are trying to help and inculcate this type of scientific temperament in the schools and colleges. And they, if required, they can be told to help the school children in that direction. I hope yesterday CSR DG told about that they have a program, school children program. And similarly, we can have in DST, our autonomous institution, we can have school children program where we can train school children and we can help them to how to write their project, because children are not very good in writing their project. That can be done through our institutions or our senior scientists. That all I wanted to say, and we have many guests to speak, so I close my discussion here. Thank you. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Honorable General President, Indian Science Congress Association, Dr. Vijay Lakshmi Saxena, for her presidential address.
Oh, very good morning to you all, my dear students and on the dais and off the dais. Chief guest of today's function, Dr. Satish Vate, former Director, CSIR, NIRI. Guest of honor, Mr. Manoranjan Mohanty, Head NCSTC Department of Science and Technology. Professor S.R. Chaudhary, Vice Chancellor, RTM Nagpur University, Nagpur. Dr. Sudeep Banerjee from DST, Dr. Ramakrishna, General Secretary, Membership Affairs, Dr. Nishikant Raut, Convener of Children Science Congress, District Gathering of Experts, guests, scientists. By their inspiring personalities, they have become role models in their contributory efforts towards scientific innovation, environmental change, moral leadership, and entrepreneurship. Council members, members of the faculty, children and students, ladies and gentlemen, and media personnel. I am filled with joy to see the young and ignited minds of India who have gathered here to showcase their small but significant research activities. My best wishes to all the participants who are taking part in this event. My dear children, I would like to begin my introductory talk with the famous quote of Rabindranath Tagore: "The highest education is that which does not merely give us information, but makes our life in harmony with all existence." I strongly believe that Tagore's idea of imparting true education had the inherent seed of sustainability. Much before the term sustainable development was officially coined in 20th century, as you all know, the harmonization of the society's development with the planet's environment is the basic foundation of sustainable development. Indian Science Congress Association is committed to spread the concept of sustainable development nationally by pointing out the interdependence of scientific research, production, and environmental limits. Children's Science Congress has been a permanent fixture in the Indian Science Congress Association annual schedule for the past 1 decade. For a country to raise as a scientific superpower, it is absolutely necessary to have platform for providing young scientific brigade. Realizing this need, DST started funding a special session on Children's Science Congress during the annual meet of Indian Science Congress Association with the view to promote scientific temper, attitude, and talent among school children. Naturally, it became an instant success ever since its inception. We understand that the primary objective of the Children's Science Congress is to make a forum available to children both from formal and informal school system to exhibit their creativity and more particularly their ability to solve a societal problems using science. It is not only has changed the way we look at science, but also has ignited the minds of several Indian children because it directly involves with these budding citizens of our vast country. But the best part of this movement is the involvement of the adults too, be it is an motivator and guides or organizers and facilitators. Such an amalgamation of diverse people and thoughts has truly made Children's Science Congress an extremely popular and desirable activity in the Indian scientific calendar. The session enjoyed a special privilege of getting inaugurated several times by late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. The skills and talents exhibited by child scientists have been remarkable to especially encourage our students and young generation. I would like to reiterate Dr. Kalam's own words. I quote, "I feel comfortable in the company of young people, particularly high school students. Henceforth, I intend to share with them experience, helping them to ignite their imagination and preparing them to work for a developed India, for which the roadmap is already available." COVID-19 has shaken our education system to its core and scattered it across the globe. Around 90% learners globally are not able to physically go to school or college. Each level of education faces unique challenges during this corona catastrophe. It is the higher education segment may come out by triggering the learning revolution. Dear students, science provides answers to challenging problems. Hence, science education is important for the development and growth of a nation. Scientific thinking involves curiosity, reasoning, and open-mindedness. The Science Congress is a platform for the young children to understand scientific principles and interact with scientists and develop a scientific attitude. The primary objective of the Children's Science Congress is to make a forum available to children of the age group of 10 to 17 years, both from the formal school system as well as from out of school, to exhibit their creativity and innovativeness, and more particularly their ability to solve a societal problem experienced locally using the method of science. By implication, the Children's Science Congress prompts children to think of some significant societal problems, ponder over its causes, and subsequently try and solve the same using the scientific process. This involves close and keen observation, raising pertinent questions, building models, predicting solutions on the basis of a model, trying out various possible alternatives, and arriving at an optimum solutions using experimentation, fieldwork, research, and innovative ideas. The Children's Science Congress encourages a sense of discovery among children. Every year, a focal theme is announced for the NCSC. This year, theme is Understanding Ecosystem for Health and Well-being. The children are expected to carry out projects related to the focal theme and the identified sub-themes. Project activities adapting the principle of learning through doing. We understand that in his inaugural speech, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, once has appealed to the scientists to spend at least 100 hours every year with the school children to increase their scientific temperament. It may be mentioned that 29 chapters of Indian Science Congress Association throughout India has been working to increase the scientific temperament and awareness of school children for the last several years. As per the appeal of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, ISCA is doing their level best to increase the activities in school children through the ISCA chapters. Our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has emphasized the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat or self-reliant India. I strongly believe that science and technology is the embryo on which our country relies for the eventual realization of this vision. The science and technology is an important pillar of sustainable growth in the 21st century. Wishing the session and the young scientists all the best, I express my sincere thanks to you for your kind participation in this conference. Let me also take this opportunity to wish you all a happy and prosperous new year. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Vigyan. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your enlightening speech. Now I invite convener of Rashtriya Kishore Vaigyanik Sammelan, Dr. Nishikant Rao sir, to propose the vote of thanks.
A very good morning, one and all present here. All the dignitaries on the respected dais, all the respected dignitaries on the dais, I'm here to present a formal vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank Honorable General President of Indian Science Congress Association, Madam Vijay Lakshmi Saxena ma'am, for giving us this opportunity to organize 108 Indian Science Congress and in that Rashtriya Kishore Vaigyanik Sammelan. Thank you very much, ma'am. I would like to thank our chief guest for today's function, Dr. Satish Vate, former director, CSR NERI, for igniting the young minds, our Kishore Vaigyanik. Definitely, sir, your word of wisdom will motivate them to become someone like you and ma'am and all the dignitaries on the dais. And probably in the next coming years, they will be here on the dais. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank the head NCSTC, DST, Dr. Manoranjan Mohanty, sir, for gracing this occasion and providing grant in aid for organizing this Rashtriya Kishore Vaigyanik Sammelan. I would also like to thank Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Subhash Chaudhary sir, for continuously supporting us in this organization. I would also like to thank our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Sanjay Dudhe sir, Registrar Dr. Rajiv Huse sir, Local Secretaries Dr. Rajesh Singh sir and G.S. Khatika sir. I would also like to thank Dr. S. Ramakrishna, General Secretary, Membership Affairs, and Dr. Anup Kumar Jain sir, Member Secretary, Scientific Activities, for their constant support and guidance. I would like to thank Dr. Sujit Banerjee from NCSTC for his constant support and guidance for organizing this particular event. And I would also like to thank Chairman of Academic Committee, NCSC, Dr. Lalit Kumar Sharma sir, who is the support system for us for organizing this Rashtriya Kishor Vaigyanik Sammelan. Sir has visited twice and guided us for organizing this event. And until then, we were not knowing much about this event, and he guided us like anything. And every time he's standing beside us for solving all the problems. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank all the university authorities for their constant support in various activities which were needed for organizing this Rashtriya Kishor Vaigyanik Sammelan. I would also like to thank all the participants, this Kishor Vaigyanik, without which this program would have not been successful, and their mentors for guiding them. I would also like to thank the state coordinators of NCSC who coordinated and sent the information of all the Kishor Vaigyanik at right time, and NCAT officials also for sending the information on right time for preparing us for the event. I would also like to thank all the volunteers without which this program would have not been possible, because behind the stage they are working a lot since 1.5 months for successful organization of this particular program. I would also like to thank for beautiful designing of the abstract book, Mr. Abhay Kottewar, who is the employee of this university. And at the end, I would like to thank all of you and request all the Kishor Vaigyanik to proceed for their respective models, so that when dignitaries will come to inaugurate that, you should be there on your project. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request all the participants to proceed to the APJ Abdul Kalam Hall and take your position at your respective stalls. I request all the dignitaries to please proceed for inauguration of exhibition of Kishor Vaigyanik at Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Hall and bless the young minds. Thank you so much.